Do you use stream games, or do you just
No, just record them and then upload them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, I could, but if somebody says something that I need to clip out, I'm just assuming.
Fair point. Yeah.
Because if I had like my neighbor come in and go, "Whose car did I just hit?" Right?
Yeah.
You're like, "Stop the recording."
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Or my wife came in and said, "Just got back from my lesbian date." I'm like, what? She was just joking.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's on the thing.
Now it's canon.
Yeah. Mark the time, edit that out. Because, I'm sure that had it got back to the family of the woman she went out with.
Yeah.
Right, it was just two moms from school.
Yeah.
But yeah.
not like how they would know that though.
Like,
They wouldn't know it.
No, you
They
still
wouldn't know
don't
that.
want to
It's just a voice coming through. You would
Crazier things have happened that have caused chaos, so you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to have that even a possibility. That makes sense.
Stuff like that. So that's why we don't stream. And then, and my other group actually does inappropriate things, but usually I'll let those slide. But it's always iffy.
Yeah.
Yes, so everybody level 2, we did average hit points. So what's your hit points now?
19.
And yours is?
My hit points are 20.
I think we said last time that ours would always end up being like that. We'd always be one.
Yeah, we did all that
each
last
other.
time when we were here.
Yeah.
Okay. You had to pick new spells though. Did you get that straightened out?
Oh.
I did.
So what's your
I
new
think.
spell?
I
I think
hope.
you only get one.
I did. Chaos Bolt.
Oh yeah, nice. There's
Right.
something offensive finally.
Did I not have Chaos Bolt before? Do you remember?
I don't remember
think so.
Chaos Bolt.
You had
Shield, Cure Wounds, Chaos Bolt.
I remember
So
Cure Wounds, I remember Shields. I do not remember.
I have like 11 hit points, so.
Yeah.
but only 11 hit points.
But,
So you're still the first one. What's your armor class now? We have those written on the board.
armor class of 12.
Do we have those written on the board?
No.
We don't have us on the
We don't
board.
have any of us on the board.
Oh, we're not on the board. We don't have board status.
Yeah, we should check out
We're not presently on the board.
take
so,
out the pink and put you
We're
guys
not
in.
boarded.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
You're gonna do it now though?
Can we do
Okay.
that? Alright. Oh, yeah.
Alright,
Maybe
listen,
some fighting.
Yeah.
So, you guys had
I think
you
we
had
went to
traveled-
check out the vampires.
right. You had traveled out west
Yeah.
and in the river where you found out that you needed to go down south to see what was going on because
Yeah.
basically the dwarves were being driven north.
Yeah.
So you ended up taking the teleporter
Yeah.
to the city here, and then finally to the temple. And you met the temple guards and watched the temple guard change.
Yeah.
And they had sent you to the west to figure out why the dwarf. You were actually checking out both the temple and the dwarf.
Yeah.
And so stage 1 finished, and now you're headed west to check out what's going on the dwarven border.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, if you don't remember, what you found is that you have communities of dwarves that live in the bamboo forest, the bamboo jungle here, and then there are little isolated pockets of the outsiders, the people that have been basically thrown out of society because they messed something up, some crimes or something. And then the Badlands dwarves live to the west of that. So the part that's actually marked dwarven lands here is the Badland dwarves. And all of these dwarves just sort of exist kind of non-officially in the jungle here. All right, and so far you've only talked to the jungle dwarves. The ones who came into the city were jungle dwarves. The ones that you met at the end of the river were jungle dwarves. And the ones at the temple were also jungle dwarves. So I haven't talked to any of the Badlands dwarves yet.
Okay.
Right? Any other questions? Everybody remember what we're doing? Because we're heading west.
Heading to the Badlands.
Now,
We're heading
if
to
you look at the map,
Badlands for what reason?
can we see the map? Are you looking at the map?
Well, we were until you moved it.
And then I moved it.
And now you moved it.
The temple is kind of towards the
Yeah.
south, right? But there's 4 days to choose from. Right? Each one of these squares takes about a day's march. They're 25 miles, but I always just say day's march. Each one of these is a day's march. So you could head, south to the corner or north to the corner, or you could just head straight west, depending on who you wanted to try and talk to. Did the guys at the temple give you any kind of clue? Because you wanted to talk to the guys who had blown their guard
Yeah, they
thing.
blown their coverage, and
I think
then they
I
didn't tell us
will-
where they were. They were
Right there.
very guarded about
about location.
where their homes were aside from the temple.
Right.
And we asked, like, could we talk to? I think was it 2Bs or 1Bs that
The
that
14
failed?
A's had messed up. So you were actually going to
The
talk
A's
to the
or the-
1Bs,
1Bs.
the ones that
Who-
showed
That's
up.
the ones that messed up. That's who we wanted to check with to see if
So more
further
about how those guys
information.
had messed up.
like,
But who
could
did we
possibly-
leave with?
Um,
We left with the.
There was the 2Bs.
you were actually there talking to the 3Bs.
3Bs.
3Bs
Okay,
and
who told us
we
the 2Bs took
rolled
over
well,
from
right? And they were
Well,
kind
you
of
actually
like.
traveled with the 2Bs.
Yes, they were.
Right.
Yeah, we traveled.
Yeah.
You met the 3Bs and started talking to them, get more information before you left.
Okay.
And that's when you found about the 14 A's.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
But whoever we left with when they had their shift out,
Right.
we were going in the same direction.
Well,
And they would not-
they
They were going
they
the
very
opposite
much
direction.
like
Yeah.
So they
ventured
out
off
of their
to-
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On purpose.
They very much purposely tried to throw us off their scent. Yeah, when they were
And
leaving.
I thought one of them was being kind of friendly. It was like, oh.
Oh, very friendly to us, yeah,
Yeah,
but still very guarded.
No, I'm
Like,
saying
didn't
they
want
were
us to
being
know
like,
shit.
like we rolled well, and they were like, well, I'm not gonna tell you exactly where, but I don't care if you follow us home or something like that, or if you
No.
no. Because I
No,
do remember
no.
someone
No,
doing
they always go west and don't follow us out.
Yeah, there was absolutely no
no help.
follow anybody. They very
Yeah,
much.
so, yeah, any
did
of them
not
were very guarded
trust
about
any of us.
their villages hidden in the bamboo.
Yeah.
So head west, I think, was the only clue you got.
Pretty
So
much.
you want to just go straight across west then?
I think that makes
I
sense. We don't have any other reason to deviate from that, right?
Not really.
Our main thing was to make sure vampires aren't like pouring out of this.
Which is why
Oh,
we
no,
lost
they've
to the
got- So we went there, we
They've
talked to
got
them.
the fire.
Yeah, they've got the fire. Everything's okay. We checked in. Maybe somebody,
But that's the thing is that's why
screwed
we're
up a
talking
little
one
bit.
piece.
So we want to talk to whoever maybe screwed up, but we don't know where to go. But we also still need to find out the Badland Dwarves' motives, like why they are potentially pushing jungle dwarves. So since we have no idea where to go to find the people who are responsible for potentially letting out vampire kind from the temple, and they will never tell us where they live, I think the smartest thing is to just head to
Just
head to lands and then see if there's anything there that's obvious, like maybe something's going crazy, maybe there's vampires running rampant, and that's part of what took place, right?
Mhm.
Anybody talking to me? Kissing. She knows my schedule. Okay. So just directly west. It looked like it was about 3 days? 4 days. No. It's 4 days to the border. So,
Yeah, for the
but
border.
you expect them to be east of the border. So probably only 3 days, or maybe even 2.5. Yeah, because the temple's here. I was looking at the city. The temple's only 3 days to the border. So somewhere in the 2.5 days, you should run into some dwarves. Kind of getting dwarves. So we grab the dwarf that you run into. Level 2 now, I can get a whole handful of dwarves. And you're traveling west. Who's going to be? Oh, did you see me?
Was that mine?
Yeah. I made yours in brown though, because I didn't open a blue yet. So I practiced it. And you know, I didn't notice until I got him all glued on there. He's left-handed. Are you left-handed?
I am not left-handed.
Well, your mini is.
Awesome.
You can just pretend it's not.
I like it. Perfect. Makes sense. Or I could do the whole fake reveal that I'm really right-handed, and then suddenly I'm better in combat. Yeah.
Like Inigo Montoya.
Yeah. Straight up Princess Bride.
I am not
revealed.
left-handed. So you want to walk in the middle because you're the squishy one?
Sure.
And we'll put you in front.
Yeah, protect the swish.
You can be the rear guard and also the sneak up. So as you're going through the bamboo jungles, you realize you can really only see about 30 feet. If somebody's moving around, game, if you see game moving around a lot farther than 30 feet, you can see the bamboo move and stuff. So you get a sense there's something over there, but you can't see anything past 30 feet. So if it's within 30 feet, we'll just put them on the map. If it's longer than 30 feet, then it's a perception roll to locate movement. Okay? And you see a dwarf in front of you. And you don't see him until he gets to 30 feet because he was being very still. So he's right there. And he looks like the other ones, the ones like the temple. He's still a naked dwarf, but he's got some jewelry kind of stuff, sticks or bones or feathers. Yeah. And he's carrying the big axe, right, instead of the sharp stick. And he just says, "Stop, you need to go back the other way."
Okay.
Talk to him. He's keep going.
Alright, if he's speaking common.
Yeah.
Why do we have to go the other way? We're investigating why dwarves are coming from that direction to ours.
And he just looks at it and he goes, "The dwarves belong here, and you belong in the other direction."
What else is there besides the dwarves?
And he looks a little bit edgy there when you say that. And then he says, "Just dwarves. There's just dwarves over here. You want to make an insight roll?"
Yes, I do. Oh no, that's a 3. So whatever.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, so he's being weird, but you can't figure out why.
So I can't figure out why. He's being shifty.
Yeah, and you notice that he had sat himself directly on your path. So, conversely, they can't see you till you get to 30 feet, but while you guys were tromping through the bamboo, moving stuff around, somebody else has noticed you, and he got into position, so he'd be directly in front of you.
So can I do like an investigation or perception to see if there's more
Okay,
dwarves around
yeah.
an area? So
You're going to look around and see if there's more dwarves?
Yeah, we'll just give a scan to see if I see any movement or color or anything. So that would just be a what?
Perception.
Perception. Oh, that does nothing for me. 17.
Yeah, you notice that there are 3. You see some movement in a couple of locations that would indicate that perhaps there's a whole arc of people out here, but you just notice the ones over here.
Do I
And you
notice
don't
that
actually
they're
see
looking
them.
at us?
No,
Okay.
you can't see them, but you see the movement in the bamboo above where their positions are. That there's some stuff there, and there. Could be a lot of stuff out there.
Okay, guys, I definitely think this one is not alone, and we may in fact be surrounded.
Surrounded?
Well, I can see at least 3 in a semi-flank position, maybe.
We're not here to cause trouble. We're here to help. Whatever's causing problems, we want to solve it. It's causing problems for us as well, far away from here.
And he just says, "Jungle dwarves don't need any help."
Clearly you
other way.
do.
What about the Badland Dwarves? Do they need some help, maybe?
Who here needs help? We're here to offer help.
Jungle dwarves don't need any help.
Then who does?
Well, we're trying to make our way to the Badland Dwarves to see if they need some help. How about we leave you guys alone and just go on about our way towards the Badland Dwarves?
He says, "How about you go north about a day, then you go west. You'll talk to the Badland dwarves. But first, go north about a day."
North.
That's gonna.
We've come from north.
No, it came from the east.
Oh.
Yeah, we used
Oh,
to.
you're traveling west. So
Well,
that's
Yeah,
originally
it's really
Highguard
big.
wasn't it? Was from the north.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm
Way
saying.
up north.
Originally, we came from the north, and then we went south, and then went east. Yeah.
Right, so you started out up here and you came down. Oops. I
No,
got
no,
the other
no,
side.
sorry. Yeah.
As soon as I started trying to read
We
it.
started out in Highguard, we went south there, and then we went east.
Yeah.
So we came from the north.
Right.
And we didn't encounter any Badland Dwarves. We just encountered jungle dwarves saying Badland Dwarves were pushing them out of their homes.
Right.
So now we're at the Dwarven Lands, the edge of Dwarven Lands, we're encountering jungle dwarves.
Right. So you guys are about here now, just
Yeah.
inside this square, but
Okay.
directly across, right? The
Yeah,
temple
straight.
stands
Yeah, we went
directly
straight from the
across
temple to the lands.
Right.
Once we,
So he's telling you to go
Yeah.
one day north, and then you can go west.
Because I was like, but we need to continue so maybe we can find some 1B dwarves and maybe ask some questions. And I think
Yeah.
going north would take us out of range of dwarves.
Maybe ask them if they know any dwarves that were involved in the party.
Yes, you guys know any? You guys, by chance, the 1B dwarves?
She goes, none of your business who we are.
Well, we saw you guys as a temple, and we heard a story about it.
There's many stories about the temples. We teach all our children. We know the stories. We don't need to hear them from you.
Well, a recent story about maybe some of you guys having an issue with your fire?
We ain't the 14As.
So are you the 1Bs, though?
Ain't none of your business who we are.
So where are the 14As?
Because I ain't telling you what 14As are. They're still dwarves.
They're dwarves, but what they did could cause problems for more than just dwarves.
They learned their lesson.
From what we understand, they're dead now. Their lesson is paying dividends to other people, probably.
Well, their lesson is they needed better warriors. With all their warriors dead, they got better ones.
So where are these better warriors?
With the 14As.
And where are they?
Not telling you where the 14As.
We really just kind of want to pass through. We're not looking for any kind of trouble. We don't want
You
any
hear-
trouble whatsoever.
And you hear somebody in the back go, yeah, some of them are going to be my daughter-in-laws. And then everybody's like, shh.
Pretty sure I'm the only girl in this group.
The 14As. He was talking about the 14As.
Oh, you're talking about the 14As. Yeah.
Okay. So they are the 13As, maybe? Is
So
that
you're
what-
saying-
If
you're
you
saying-
just take a pop shot and
If we want
take them on.
to speak with Badland Dwarves, we
Go
go
north.
one day north,
Then
and
go
we will
west.
be unimpeded.
Yeah, then go west.
No problems. From your
Well, no,
kind,
I'm
at least.
him.
Yeah, done from the Jungle Dwarves. You might run into the Outlanders, you might run into the Badland Dwarves, but you're not going to get any more Outlanders.
Will
Go
we find
one
who
day
we're
north.
looking for if we're looking for the 14D?
Who are you looking for?
14.
The 14As
What's
that
the
missed up for the
14As?
14As.
The
14As
out.
or the 1Bs?
Or one
We're
of
looking for
these?
both.
Because no, you ain't going to find any of them. I ain't telling you where they are.
Fair enough.
Told you where they aren't. That's where you be.
Do we want to start something here? See if we can muscle the announcer out? Or do we want to be nice to this little
We're
wicked
friendly
guy
up to
involved?
this point. They're defending their lands. I don't see a reason to push them. But hey, set the tone.
Fair enough. I suppose if we go beating up on them, no one else is going to want to talk to us.
Exactly. They're gonna get a little more tight-lipped once you start beating up and killing their people.
Just beating up, no killing.
Well, I mean, we only see these three right here, and there's only
Yeah.
four.
Yeah, the four total.
And that's just
But just
who we
because,
see.
because of
There
where
could
they
be
are, right? You could try and imagine what they all look like.
Giant position, probably more hidden. And we aren't trying to engage, we're just trying to find out what the hell's going on. And we've established that maybe a group failed at the temple full of vampires. And maybe that could be the cause of why
Yeah, they're
dwarves are being pushed into our city.
To be fair,
And of
Thanks.
course they're going to be guarded, of course.
I guess we go north a day. One, we might run into some more of
Yeah.
the temple dwarves.
We may
might
run into Vampire
for-
dwarven children.
Like I said, we're looking for the Outlander dwarves anyways, because they're the ones really that are pushing north, right?
Well, they said the Badland dwarves are forcing
Yeah,
the
Outlander
jungle dwarves
dwarves.
to
So that's
move
what
into
I'm saying.
territory.
So if we
But
go
the-
north, we might get some Outlander dwarves and see why they're moving out of there.
I'd say one day north. If they've said we can go one day north and then continue west, unimpeded from their kind, from their people.
Maybe we head semi-north and we go kind of at an angle, like a northwest.
Do both.
Try and sneak in. This guy won't know.
Cut a few hours off, he ain't gonna
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It's not gonna follow us the whole way.
It's
It's gonna follow us a little bit,
It's
not
gonna
the
follow
whole
the 100
way.
yards, probably,
Yeah.
but not the whole way.
We
Yeah.
might not know that we're not going fully north and then west. Just go a little
Yeah,
northwest.
fair enough.
Go a little
If
northwest
Pro was
angle.
here, she'd give him some cookies.
True. That's very true.
Or she'd murder them all. One of the two.
Either or.
She just kind of has those two ends.
Cookies or death.
Cookies or dead. Exactly. I can have a character that has cake all the time now. No, cake or death.
Cake or death?
Okay, so you want to go ahead and head north.
Yeah.
Get the guy.
Northwestish. Just
Yeah.
give the guy
Right.
what he wants. Just, I guess we'll tell him, yeah, okay, well, we don't want any problems.
And you hear somebody else shout off in really broken common, like he's learning common, but he doesn't really know it. But he tries to like make a threat. He goes, "Tell people you met the jungle dwarves and lived, lucky."
We'll be sure and do that.
We'll tell them they're lucky to live.
Can we just
Little
slap him upside the head?
Yeah.
Sure and do that, little fella.
You got it, pal.
Alright, okay.
All right,
Like that little chihuahua that barks as you're walking
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, pal.
Calm
He
down.
hides when you walk towards him. When you walk away.
It's our dog. It is our dog.
It is literally our dog. Our cat dog. Our dog that acts like a cat.
Hey, kind of a dog cat.
It's a chihuahua that acts like a cat.
We got a kitten and raised with 2 dogs. So I just have a cat, but it acts like a dog. It
This is a dog.
That
comes
is
up and
awesome.
lays its head in your lap and lets you scratch. Just
That is
loves
awesome.
on you all the time. Okay, she misses the dogs. She plays with them sometimes. So
Yeah.
it's sad for her. I play with her a lot. Okay. So you go ahead and go a little north and then start heading off the northwest.
Yeah.
All right. Just put you another square north.
Okay.
And so then you actually run into 3 of the naked dwarves. And they're just tromping through the bush going the other way, and they don't see you. And these are the guys carrying just sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And they look like the ones we ran into before.
Look like the ones you originally ran into in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or the ones up
naked.
north.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Naked sticks.
They really don't speak English.
No,
They're not talking.
most of those speak common either.
They don't speak. They don't speak common. Just the dwarven.
Mm.
Well, the one, damn did, but only remember it was the leader.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the one in charge.
He looks like these look like the ones that were at the dam.
Okay. So do we want to try and talk to them? Just like a psst.
They're close
Well, they
enough for you
didn't.
to
They didn't see
them.
us, right?
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah, you see them, but they don't see you.
That's what I'm saying. Do we want to like a...
Well, why don't we just follow
like,
them?
Are they heading north or are they heading
They are
north?
heading north.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because you guys had gone
Oh
north.
wait, they're heading
Try
north.
back
Why
to
don't we
the
follow
west.
them?
West, though.
If they're heading north,
Why are
they're
they
heading
north?
away from what we're trying to find out.
Right,
They're
but maybe they're
heading away
heading.
from.
Maybe these are dudes that shouldn't be in town.
Yeah. So maybe follow them until
So
we
let's
can
follow them
maybe
and see
see
where
like
they're
a bigger
going.
group.
I don't know.
Because if they're going into town, all we have to do is lasso them and say,
Well,
"Hey man,
If they're going into town, they're going into a warehouse to do nothing like the ones we found initially. They're not going to solve the problem of what's causing them to leave.
but aren't we supposed to keep them out of town?"
Yeah. Let's
No.
at least
Oh,
follow
no.
them.
the first job.
No, we're supposed
Oh,
to.
The second
that was
job
the
is
first one.
why did they come
The
in?
second one is to find out what's making these guys leave.
Much more
And if we don't
Level
have a
2.
means,
What time is it?
if we don't have a means to
What time of day is it?
Yeah.
About 2.
if we don't have a means to communicate with them, we're not going to learn anything
Which
from
is
these
why we
guys
should
anyway.
follow them to
Or
see
go
if
where
they
they
go to
came from
a big
So-
group.
and
Okay.
track their path back to
That's
find
what
out
I'm
where
thinking.
they
Yeah.
left.
I'm gonna go track their path back.
That's what I'm thinking because we know where they're going, where we already encountered them.
Well, they're heading
In
north.
our job.
Right? They're heading
Yeah,
north.
north, where we
towards
came
Highguard.
from.
Where we came from?
Where we came from,
Towards
north.
Highguard.
Wait,
'Cause we were in-
these guys. Oh no, they're not. Never mind.
We were in north in Highguard, we went south to the temple, and then we went west to where they are, and a little bit north. But if they're heading north, they're heading towards and becoming part of the
Towards the
dwarven
swamp
problem
land.
that we're trying to find out the source of.
Right.
So the
just go
smartest
back.
thing for us, maybe track back until we lose tracks, and then keep adventuring until we find out what's causing
Yeah.
these guys to leave the area.
Well, we'll wait for them for them to pass so we can check.
Yeah, maybe stay quiet, let them pass,
Yeah.
and then follow, because they're confident where they're going, so they're probably leaving tracks.
Are they? Alright.
Yeah, they don't seem very interested. I mean, they're not trying to hide. They're not trying to be quiet. They're just tromping.
Cool. Follow their path back as far as we can,
Okay.
and find
Well,
out
I
where
mean,
they
if
came
they're
from.
tromping,
If they're tromping, they're just going. They're just leaving, which
Right,
makes
I mean,
it
yeah.
much better for us to go and follow their path. Let them go. Who
but they
cares?
don't care if someone. That's okay. Alright.
Yeah, if they're going to be more of a problem up in the town, that's none of our business. They'll probably hire somebody else to deal with them whenever they find a warehouse.
Or we could get rehired to do that later.
Yeah, exactly. We could
Let's
find the
go
next
now.
warehouse. More money. Don't.
Are we just looking for
It's the
information,
business
right?
plan.
Are we just looking for information?
Information.
Yeah, information.
We are
want
100%
dwarves
hired
going
to
north.
find out why they are going north.
Trying to solve any of these problems.
Yeah.
And
No.
right, and the guy that hired you had two theories: either something in the Badlands or something at the temple.
And
we
we
checked out the temple; it's good.
Yeah, there was one incident which would not cause them to consistently go to the north. So maybe the incident's a bad lead, or maybe we'll find out that incident is the thing that caused them to consistently go to the north. I think it's not likely because it was a few days before that happened.
A month, 2 months.
A month before, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It was 2 months and 3 days.
Well,
I think
maybe then it is that whatever escaped the temple went into the Badlands, and we may be finding that the craziness is creating havoc and sending them up to where we are. In which case, we get to kill dwarf vampires
Yeah.
So we're following their tracks back wherever they came from?
where they came from.
Yeah, where they came from.
Okay.
Follow
So who
them
does
back.
the tracking? Who has the best
I probably have
survival?
survival.
Survival.
I have +2 to survival.
Okay.
I assume yours isn't any good.
No.
You just use
I-
magic for everything.
I roll like garbage though. So probably not good. Oh, I got 10 + 2, so 12.
That's enough to follow them back a ways.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's in the jungle and they were tromping, so there's no.
Yeah.
Are you actually proficient in survival?
No.
No. Okay. So it's just you tracking.
Yep. With my garbage roll. Awesome.
Um,
Dead even 10.
So you are able to follow their trail until dusk. Then you decide to camp out.
Okay.
But when you wake up in the morning, you can't find. It doesn't go any farther south. You can't figure out where they came from at that point.
Mm.
So were they heading south or were they heading?
They were heading north.
They were heading north.
They were heading north.
But
So
they
they were
were-
coming from
they
the
were
south.
coming
Come
from the south.
Mm-hmm.
So we like
So we
lost
went
half
south.
a day going, following these guys.
Yeah, except you're near where
Oh,
they
yeah,
started.
Okay,
So
so we just head south.
South or west? Aren't we supposed to
So-
go
Well,
west
we
with Badlands?
just came from south and encountered those dwarves that said don't come here.
right.
So we went north and then we said we went west a little bit a ways.
No, we went back south.
Yeah,
or we
And then
first-
we went back south. I'm almost thinking go back west and see if we encounter anything else.
Well, I mean, those guys came from the. Those guys are heading north.
From
So from
south
the, from
of
the south
us,
of us. So we should just
where
go. Yeah.
there was already that dwarven party
Right,
that
yeah.
told us not to cross.
Maybe we need a picture.
So they
They
came
just-
behind
was what
those
we tried.
guys and went further.
I feel like we kind of
So
maybe
keep
just did a
going
circle.
south.
We had a tempo. We went 3 days. Then we ran into, what do we want to call those guys?
Jungle dwarf guards or whatever.
Jungle dwarves.
Yeah.
And then we went northwest, and then we went west, and then we saw
Dwarves.
Outlander dwarves?
Outlanders.
Yeah.
And then you went south, and then camped here, but you lost the trail.
So yeah, just keep going south.
Keep
Right?
going south, not west?
And you know from the map
Just
that
a detour.
the Badland border is probably not too far away.
Oh, okay. So we're basically on the border now of the Badlands.
Mhm.
Okay, so...
I almost think take the dive into the Badlands and see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, do.
Tired of being in the jungle.
Yeah.
Even if we go a
Can't see
tiny
nothing.
bit
I mean,
west.
if we're already on the border,
Yeah, we're on
we're
the
already
border.
seeing
If
them
we go west
leave,
from where we're
so-
at, or even just south.
Let's go a little
If we go south,
southwest.
we're probably we'll stay in. Do we want to be in the Badlands?
I mean, we're practically on the border now, so...
We were told from the dwarves that the Badland dwarves were forcing them out of their lands.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why
just
they were coming
go
north. So
check
we
it out,
need
yeah.
to at least check with Badland dwarves what the hell is going on in their area.
Yeah, I guess that's
If there's
true.
a problem or a reason or something that is scaring them out of their lands, and it's something we need to deal with.
Yeah, we'll take a little bit of a western turn.
Yeah, I think that would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, like, the whole point was to go to the Badlands and find out why
Yeah.
the Badland dwarves were trying to push into Jungle Dwarf territory and force them into Highguard.
So straight west.
Yep.
Go out westward. Yeah.
Okay. And as you go straight west, the bamboo starts to weed out, and you can tell it's because the ground is becoming rockier and drier. So the bamboo gets shorter and smaller. It doesn't grow here. It falls over when it grows. Bad soil.
Into the
That's why it's the
Badlands.
Badlands.
Yeah.
And just as you get to the pretty much last plant of bamboo of any significance, other than what you call weeds, you see in the distance a camp of dwarves. And there are 6 dwarves in a camp. These guys are completely different. And this is, we'll say this is about 600 feet away, so they're quite away. They've got a campfire.
Okay.
They've got it, so you spot them, that's right? So you stop and you're checking them out. And they're completely different. They're sitting around a campfire. They're wearing metal armor. They're carrying axes, and completely different look than all of the jungle dwarves that you've met so far.
Maybe sheathed weapons approach friendly. Try to communicate. These look like more established dwarves.
They look established and yeah.
Yeah, they
ready
look
to
more
fight.
capable.
They look, yeah,
Like
a little
they've
more ready to
been
fight.
dealing with something for a long period of time.
Yeah, let's go talk to them.
Okay, go ahead and make another perception roll.
Okay. 8 of my +2, so
He
10.
keeps rolling bad. I keep having to come up with other things
Other
to
things
tell
to
him.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not telling him the thing he missed.
Right, like,
It
God
keeps me
damn
on my
it.
toes, though.
Damn it, man.
So what do I say about that? They have a campfire, but they're eating like carrots, like wild carrots they pulled out of the ground. Like they don't have any meat or
Hunting.
They
potatoes.
haven't been hunting, but
They
they're geared up.
they're hungry, right? And they're eating weeds, basically. The roots of weeds that they pulled.
So there's nothing to.
All right,
Nothing
and
to
you're
hunt.
So
nothing
they're
to
just
feed 'em.
saying that something's scaring off the little game.
oh,
Or
how far do you
something's
want to be?
killed the game.
I mean, you can see him
I mean,
from where
if-
you are. So
what time
how
is it?
close do you want to get before you? It's about 10 a.m.
Oh, so we're early
So
in the morning.
we're kind of in, yeah, I was gonna say we're kind of early in the morning. We could go out there and see if there's anything out in Badlands. See if if there's dead game, or
Yeah, does it look like a complete wasteland, or is it
Yeah. Have you ever been outside of Oatman?
Yuma? Yuma, Arizona?
No, Yuma's all flat. This is all broken and rocky.
Oh, okay.
Whereas, Yuma's just kind of.
Yeah. There's nothing for a long ways.
Yeah, this is all broken and rocky. Where like, even if you decided I want to make a road here, you would have to put so much effort into flattening it out
Okay.
first that you wouldn't bother.
So it's just rough. Okay. Interesting.
well, what would live out there anyway?
Nice
I
little
mean,
bullet
you
city.
know what I mean? Like, snakes. That's what would live out there.
Yeah.
Birds, what would the birds eat? Birds eat like mice.
Snakes. I said
Well,
snakes.
it'd be
So
carrion.
snakes.
What would be carrion
what would-
birds eating, things that die in the Badlands?
Yeah, if there was enough traffic to
Yeah.
support the carrion birds.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what we're looking at. So might as well go talk to these guys and
Yeah.
see what's going on.
Sheathed weapons, walk forward, ask, in common.
Kind of hold. I guess we can go with that held action in case any of them take first.
I would advise,
You know
yeah, you do held action. You have
Yeah.
more power.
I
You
know you
can
would.
do some group
If
stuff.
you hold action on firebolt, you're gonna be walking up there with flames in your hand, right?
Can I just put it behind,
Behind your back. You're glowing a little. You're glowing a little. And then when you make
My
friends,
back
you
is
fire a
here.
firebolt in the air.
It's not like you have long hair, right? Like a dragonborn.
Oh, I always forget that I'm Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Always forget that I'm Dragonborn.
Let's have
And
to
you know
remind
what?
yourself.
I'll just
But,
sure walk up with the hey.
Walk
Yeah.
up.
Does somebody have like a
I forgot the
sword?
names because we don't have them written on the board. Let me write the names on the board.
Uh,
What's your character's name again?
Ralph.
Ralph, right.
Ralph.
That's the best name of them all. I forgot what it was.
Yep.
Ralph, though, is furry, so he takes about a step back if you're going to hold flames behind your back.
yeah.
Ralph.
No fur.
Ralph Punch.
Ralph Punch. Is that his name? Ralph
Yep.
Punch?
Ralph Punch.
Yep.
Her name is Ralph Punch.
Oh, her name is Ralph Punch. What is your name?
Done. D-U-N-N.
Oh yeah. Done.
Yeah, and then what
These
did
are-
your name turn out to be?
Caladan. The man.
Caladan.
The man.
At Caladan the Man.
The man. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm an entertainer.
And we shortened that to Dan when you had no character sheet.
We kind of did it
Yeah.
because it's
Caladan the man. Okay. So you approach. You get within about 80 feet before someone notices you. But then they one of them shouts out a command, but it's in Dwarvish, so you don't understand that. And he turns and stands with his axe, while the other 5 grab crossbows and get in a little V formation behind him.
Well, that looks like
I would say,
warrior.
hail from Highguard. We mean no harm. We're here to solve problems and help.
And they shoot.
Weapon sheathed. I have a shield.
Highguard.
Sword of shield.
Highgarden.
What?
And then he turns and he goes, "Hey Minto, wasn't your family from Highgarden?"
What? They speak common?
Yeah.
I thought they were speaking in dwarf.
They spoke to each other in Dwarf,
Oh.
but now they're speaking in common. And then one of them goes, "I don't remember Grandpa's stories. You think we're from Highgarden? Fine, we're from Highgarden."
We mean no harm. We're here to ask some questions and make your leave.
You hear about... And he pauses for a minute and he says, "You hear about Booty K? Or you hear about the Middlemen?"
We're here to find out what's causing Badland Dwarves to force Jungle Dwarves to get into Highguard.
Jungle Dwarves, yeah. They say they own the bamboo. But the Badland Dwarves gotta move. Booty K told us all to stay away from the Middlemen.
Who are the Middlemen?
Middlemen, I don't know. Foreign people. Not even from this world. They're made of metal.
Would you need help dealing with the Middlemen?
There's Middlemen always come. They come after the dwarves. So if you want to stand between the dwarves and the Middlemen, feel free.
Are you saying the Middlemen have been here for a long time, or is this new?
Middlemen up north have been there for a few months. Started hunting dwarves. But now they're Middlemen down south and Middlemen out west.
Of the Badlands? Is this entirely in the Badlands, or are you just talking about overall
In the Badlands.
in the Badlands?
Do you know what caused the Middlemen to show up?
They hunt dwarves. They want dwarves.
Dwarves specifically. They don't hunt anything else.
No. They'll let you walk right through.
So we could walk right through and slit their throats.
I mean,
They're metal men.
Stop, because I'm not sure they have throats. But yeah.
If they're metal men, they're shaped like men, and men have throats, and men can die.
Yeah, well, they... And he shakes his head again and goes, "Look, I've only seen the Middleman once. We shot him and he turned to dust.
Dust.
Then the other Middlemen started shooting back and we ran.
They turn to dust.
Booty K told us, stay away from the Middlemen. They want your brain."
Is that your leader?
Yeah, Booty K.
Metal men turn to dust. That's
We're only here for information.
Strange.
We don't.
So that's
Yeah,
why
we go
they're
back and
being
tell them
hunted for
metal.
their brain.
Are you saying you want to go farther and like confirm
I'm
visually?
saying-
You want to
Middlemen?
go and fight middlemen?
No, just
I'm
visually
saying
confirm?
we visually confirm. Maybe bring some dust back.
I don't want to fight a middleman. He said they're not from this world.
These dwarves killed the middleman. I think we can do a little bit better. And we can actually have something that can be researched when we bring it back.
That dust. How far forensically are these people? I mean, forensically advanced.
Magic knows
Oh, yes,
magic.
that's true. Okay, that's true. All right. Well, yeah.
If a
so
magic
let's go
construct
walk back.
is a metal person, we could kill it and bring that dust back, and someone who's
We could
Clever
never
enough
bring
with
it
Well,
back.
we could also maybe find where these guys
bring it back alive. Are you out of your mind?
Are these guys like they're losing? Like
What are we gonna do? Tell them there's dwarves in Highguard. There's dwarves in Highguard. Come follow us. Come on,
I
come
said
on. You're
met
friends.
it or capture it in some way. I'm not saying like, hey, want to be besties and join our troop?
Do any of
We
us
know where
have?
some dwarves are.
Do any of us have anything outside of adventuring rope in order to trap a metal man?
I have a net, right?
Sleight of hand. And
You have a net.
She got a net. I remember that.
I like it. Let's be crazy. Let's go trap a metal man and take it back home.
So killing a metal man seems so much easier than just
I
trapping
don't know
him.
why I have it written down.
I mean, yeah, we're fairly effective. Fairly damaging, but throwing a net on
Against
something and
dwarves.
hoping it doesn't cut its way out of the net.
Against dwarves, we're fairly
Well, I
effective.
mean,
I
yeah.
fought more than dwarves.
Okay. Are you not a
All right,
disgraced
all right.
soldier
The
of some
slight
sort?
has been taken.
I would say just visual confirmation. All we were supposed to get was information.
If there's like 8 of them, let's run away. But if there's one in a corner,
You're gonna try and capture it?
potentially, you have a net. You're the one who said you had a net.
I have a net, but I mean, I could also dress him up. I have a costume, but you know.
That would be a really funny way to bring a metal man back to a wizard to find out what's going on.
I have acid breath that goes.
Put a Santa hat on him.
Maybe we could just take out. This guy did he say he shot him?
The one they said they killed.
Wait,
Turned to
ask
dust.
him. How did he shoot him?
You can ask him too.
Oh wait, how did you shot him? Like with a gun?
Crossbow.
Crossbow. All right.
Where the bolt hit.
Oh, crossbow.
Dead center, as far as I know.
Dead
Nothing-
center of the chest.
Nothing special about it. The crossbow.
No.
Okay.
But I shot the bow. I shot the bolt, and the metal man turned to dust, and the bolt fell to the ground. So, dead center.
So, hey, what did this middleman look like?
Squatty little guy.
Like you?
Big wheels on the side.
Wheel.
Yeah, about the size of a dwarf,
Size of a
but
dwarf.
wider. Like wheels on the side. They have these little stabby arm tool things.
So like a wagon, but made out of metal? Like a short kind of... Like maybe there could be somebody inside this thing?
It's got wheels.
That's what I'm saying, Grace.
If it turned to dust,
Turned to
you
dust.
could see somebody
Don't know what's
have dust
inside.
rain on them. So it's an automaton of some kind.
Pretty sure you can destroy a Dalek and the Dalek inside of it dies along with the metal case under the
I was just trying to help you bring back the brains for
I'm
us.
just saying.
The thing just shows up.
You know.
But I was going more for a Cyberman thing. They grab the dwarf brains and put them inside them.
Okay, see?
Yeah. Daleks just exterminate.
Like, nope, you're wrong. It's metal.
Daleks exterminate.
It's Cyberman. But you're the first one ever even get that.
Okay, so maybe mention to them, if we were intending to go capture one of these, to turn it into our compatriots back home, to find out what more of your problem might
Hey,
be.
help yourself.
Where
Take
do we
as
go?
many metal men as you can get.
Where would you advise we go?
You can either go south, right at the corner of the Badlands, where the new metal men are, or you can go north till you reach the mountains. That's where the metal men were originally. Just, I think there are more up north,
So south it is.
but it'd be easier to find.
South, he says, north is where they were originally. South is where the new ones are. Newer may be more dangerous, may be more relevant for us to
No,
capture
I
and
feel
turn back in.
south means that that's where they are established and maybe our
He
headquarters.
said south is newer. They were originally from the north. If we go to the north, we can find the original cause of the problem, but the newer ones are in the
Wherever the
south.
original is, I feel like that's probably where they're concentrated and
It would be more important to find out the newer ones, bring them back, and then find out what they are
I mean, your
and how to
point is-
defeat them
I mean,
potentially.
you're only about 75 miles from the end of the mountain range, so the smallest mountains you can see about 75 miles away.
Mhm.
I still feel like wherever they originated from is probably where they're headquartered and there's a lot of them and we're more likely to run into a much
And
larger
potentially
problem.
more established and more dangerous for us.
Yes.
The newer group would be much riper pickings.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
you
what
could
I'm
just
saying.
That's
do
where I
it
wanna
kind of
go.
an ambush
That's what I
one.
was saying. The
And
south.
hopefully
that's,
it finds
that's
one
what
there.
I was saying is go to the south where the newer colony was, grab the new one, and then head back home. And we
let's
capture
go.
one.
Yeah, let's head south.
Yeah.
So we
Fine.
violently agree.
Yeah.
We're going south.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay. So you're going to turn south.
Cool.
Just a quick glance at the map again. Why? Because it's about 2 more days travel.
Cool.
So do you want to travel right along the edge of the Badlands? You want to travel through the Badlands, or do you want to head back into the jungle and then come back out of the Badlands into the Badlands?
Edge of the Badlands?
Edge of the Badlands, yeah.
It's just fine.
hit that edge of the Badlands.
Okay. I said 10 a.m., right?
It was 10 when we rolled up
When
on
we
these
talked
guys?
to the dwarves, yeah.
So how far? Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
So
If you're going to head directly south, just skirting the border, right,
Yeah.
where there's a few bamboo small plants, you don't go more than another 2 hours before you see another similar group just camping out on the edge of the Badlands, campfire,
south.
and 6 of them.
can we just wave
Right.
and keep
Yeah.
traveling?
Yeah, they keep an eye on you as you pass. And they
You want to
do
just
that.
ask them
Okay.
if there's any
Keep an eye on them.
middlemen nearby?
Oh, I guess yeah. I guess
That'd
we
be
can
a
talk to them
valid,
and ask them if there's
yes.
any see any middlemen type stuff.
Yeah, just see if they're nearby so we don't run up on them too unexpectedly, like for ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
So I
wanna,
guess
like,
we can ask
take 2 more hours north and then there's like 18 of them there or something like that.
So you're just going to shout out then? Are there
Yeah,
any?
So can we get closer to them?
Be
And
close, nice, politely, hey guys.
Okay. Yeah, they get a little sketchy as you approach, but
I mean, you know
they
how
don't jump up in the whole formation thing since you all waved and everything to start with. And they say, what can we do for you?
you guys seen any middlemen around these parts?
Uh-oh. Middlemen are all down south.
How far south?
Probably 2 days.
And there's nothing between here, no middlemen between here and there?
I hope not. Some of my cousins are down that
Okay,
direction.
sounds good then.
all right.
I guess we have
Any
to do
advice
that.
on fighting the middlemen?
Watch out for the big ones.
Big ones. I thought
What
we
do
were
you
all
mean?
about your guys' size.
No, they come in all different sizes.
We were
What?
told they were all about your guys' size with wheels.
Some of them
But
got wheels.
wider.
That's just the little ones.
So there's
Oh.
ones like my height? Or
I mean, things from many goes, yeah, about your height,
taller?
maybe twice as wide.
Any of them twice as tall?
Legs like a spider.
Legs like as many as a spider?
No,
Let's,
4 legs, but like a spider.
Let's
So-
go for one of the small ones.
Size wise, hard to say.
Let's get one of the small ones to take back.
Shoot fire.
Shoot fire?
Shoot
Whoa.
fire.
All right. So
I'm
you
not a
see
fan
one
of
with.
This?
Stomp on your brain.
What?
No,
What?
sorry. They don't stomp on your brain. They stomp on your chest.
Oh.
This escalated
Yeah.
quickly.
Stomp on
guys.
your chest, pick out your brain. That's what it is.
It looks like a spider.
Yeah, it's only got 4 legs, but you know, it's got a
4.
middle, and it's got 4 legs like a spider. Like spider legs.
Like spider legs. Yes. What color is
Okay.
it?
Black.
The first, smallest, weakest one we can find, we're capturing and taking back home. We are not
You should have asked more
fighting
questions about the one with wheels.
an army of gigantic, mechanic,
We're just
flame-spewing
looking
monsters.
for one. I'm thinking though the one with the problem with the one with wheels is that I have a net. The one with legs, I can take out. At least I can wrangle up.
I mean, if you get the net around the one with wheels, it's not going to be rolling anywhere except for in the net.
Maybe that's true. Unless it just okay, that's true. No, how big is this net?
The one they said with wheels is the size of a dwarf, so I think your net could encapsulate the whole
that's
thing.
true. Hopefully that's true. Okay. Yeah.
But if it's the size of a bugbear, no, you're just throwing a hat on a bugbear. It's not going to go well.
Twice as wide too.
Yeah, twice
With
as
legs.
wide. Twice as wide with legs. No, let's no
Alright,
no
so
on that one.
We got
If
ones
that's
with
the one we
wheels.
see, we leave.
We got ones with wheels. We got black ones with legs, and is that all?
No, there's a bunch of them.
What do you?
A bunch of them.
A bunch of them.
Do they look like this guy here?
No.
What?
Oh, well. Like,
Oh,
I
only,
mean, the
only the
triangle.
great look like me.
Kind of got it. There's one with a triangle head.
What is
What?
it? Triangle head?
Yeah, and 3 arms.
Triangle head and 3 arms.
And then there's the one with the wings and the short bow. Watch out for them, because you can't just start running, right? You know what I mean?
Wings
Short
and
bow.
a short bow.
Yeah.
Wings that function for flight. They fly
Yeah.
after you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to run into
man.
those.
That's not fun.
Then there's the gas drone.
Like it spews gas, like a
Yeah.
sleepy time gas.
What did he look like?
Didn't get close enough to find out.
Fair point.
What did he look like? What did he look like?
It's all crazy. Like points going out all over the place.
Like a star?
Oh,
Like a star.
Yeah, like a star.
Like a star.
Huh.
Then there's the big ones.
Star gas one.
Then there's the big ones.
The star ones are almost as big as the big ones.
Can I roll on insight to see if this dude's just straight bullshitting us?
You can roll on
Thank
insight.
you. 10. Great. That's a percentage.
Well, you know that he believes it, but
Yeah.
you're getting the perception that maybe some of it's secondhand, right? Like he didn't actually see
stories.
them,
Okay.
but he's buffing himself up, like,
Yeah.
and I saw these, and I saw, but he's hearing stories,
Okay.
and he's retelling the stories. So.
Okay. Alright. But you feel like there's nothing between here for the next 2 days? Between here and there?
Find some more dwarves,
Mardars. Well, no.
Probably for the
Middlemen, though.
probably for the next day, but not after that. Booty Cape told everybody to get away from the Middlemen.
And where's this guy? Where's you guys'
Booty cake.
Booty Cape, you know, she just kind of travels through the Badlands, helping out all the dwarves.
You guys seen her? Her?
Yeah.
Seen her in a while?
No.
No?
No.
No chance we might run into her on our travels down?
Maybe. I mean, like, she just travels around, so wherever she thinks people need help.
Okay. None of you are booty king?
No.
Okay. Making sure. Alright. I guess we keep heading south. So it's what, noonish? 1-ish?
Yeah, it's just neither one.
Head south, I guess, continue.
And so, shall we set up camp?
Thanks
I
for the
guess?
info, guys.
Oh.
Keep heading south.
Okay. So you keep heading south along the border
Yeah.
for the rest of the day. And camp.
Yep.
Okay. And we had a watch thing. Yep. Ralph goes first.
Yep.
Dunn goes second. And Caladan's third watch.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll roll a die.
Do we really need watch, I guess?
Yeah, because on Caladan's watch.
What? Oh, Gallivan's one.
So we'll say you're snoozing and you're snoozing. And you guys build a fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got kids.
We got
Yeah,
we got all kinds of stuff to
Yeah,
build.
we-
Fire
Yeah,
bamboo just off to the
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
tons
out
of
there.
green, but you get it going.
Yeah, we're right on the edge. Yeah.
Oh, playing with dancing lights.
So go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Using what?
It's just your wisdom if you're not proficient.
I'm not proficient. I don't know anything. It's wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Okay. That's when you see them. They're 7 away. Because now you're out in the... Right, because you're out in the open now. There's not enough bamboo to cover them. But they've been sneaking in the dark, and that's when they get to that point, you see them. And it looks like they're sneaking up on your camp.
Hey. Hey. What's up? Hey, who goes there? Halt! Who goes there?
Okay. Loud enough to wake everyone?
Yeah. Yes.
Are you waiting for them to respond, or are you trying to get us?
I'm trying to see
fight,
if they're gonna
you know?
respond, but yeah, I am gonna just see if they're
Are
gonna
they just like
respond.
creepily walking forward while she's like,
Are they-
"Hi."
They all just stop.
I can see you. Oh wait, okay, I'm gonna cast my dancing. How far away are they?
Oh, they're only like 35 feet.
Oh yeah, you could totally light them though.
Light them up.
I'm gonna light them up because I'm like.
Light them up in the safest way possible.
I'm gonna say. I'm
Least
gonna, wait, I'm
harmful
gonna
way
tell
of
you-
lighting
wait,
them
I'm
up.
gonna first stand. I'm gonna say this. You know I can see you.
Right, and that's when they freeze.
I can see you. You might as well just talk to me.
They're
So I'm gonna light them up.
okay. They're gonna light them up. So you just put the dancing lights surrounding them so that you can see all.
I
of
guess
them
is that.
clearly.
Yeah.
And they all freak out and they drop their sticks and just put their hands up.
They're naked.
Yeah.
Like the bamboo or like the Badland Dwarves with armor?
No, the Badland, the jungle dwarves.
The jungle-
But not the jungle dwarves with axes. They just have sticks.
Yeah,
Those are the
the
stick guys.
extremely.
All right, I'm
desperate poor ones.
Drop my lights and go back to playing my lair. Eat my beef jerky and say, "Go away, guys. We're not up for this
Yeah,
tonight."
fuck
Whatever it
off.
is.
Properly fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. This was fun. Bye.
Okay, yeah. All right, they ran away.
Because
I like that, Car. Like, really? Really?
It's like
Yeah, shoot.
talking,
Like,
talking,
Yeah.
lights.
like that yipping dog that'll come up to you and then you stomp your foot and they run away.
gotta keep you guys like with my lyrics.
Yeah, so we don't lose sleep. Yeah,
Putting everybody back to sleep with a little music.
Put them. Yeah.
We'll stop the
I
music.
like it.
All right, they just ran away.
Okay.
So the next day you head south again.
Cool.
Okay.
But now you don't see any more dwarves.
Right.
Okay.
Nobody. Okay, nothing.
What? So what time are we now? We woke up, got like going.
Yeah,
6
got going,
o'clock.
and you know, so noon, you haven't run into any more dwarves.
Okay.
So about 4 p.m. though, you start running into a bunch of weird tracks on the ground.
So this is taking a couple days. So remember, we gotta do some rations and stuff.
Yeah, I deducted 2 of the rations from traveling
And
to
it
this
should
place and
probably
then traveling south and
be-
deducted 2. Should I deduct
Well, man, I
3?
had the day on.
I'm down to 7.
The last I had was the 17th of May, but I don't know.
Oh yeah.
We've traveled like 3 or 4 days now. That's why 3 days at least.
3.
We went
Because it
to
wasn't
the temple,
Man, we didn't even get to do ours May 15th.
3 west, and then now 2 south. So it's actually been 5 days.
5 days?
So we're at
For
the
the
11th. Oh, I
22nd?
we were somewhere on the 14th.
I don't remember the
Somewhere on the
date.
17th.
The 17th is when we left the temple.
Oh, okay.
At least that's the last date I have.
17th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been 5 days since then. So we're on the 22nd.
22nd.
That's not. Oh, you call it the 17th, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, it was 3B, which is the 17th. Because
Yeah.
A 14 and B
Yeah.
14. So
Yeah.
yeah, the 17th. You're right. Yeah, I'm like, why you keep saying the 17th? You talked to the 3B dwarf. That is 17th.
And then I think my pack came with 10 rations and we bought more, right?
Yeah, last count I had was 50 rations, and if we've gone 5 days.
You know, we were only supposed to find out what's in the Badlands when the dwarves are moving out. I think
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
I think it's the Middlemen. We can go back confidently saying this is Middlemen.
That's what I'm saying. We.
I still
need
wanna
info,
capture one.
But he wants visual
Because,
confirmation.
like
All
literally,
right. Let's see what happens.
what I don't want to have happen is we go all the way back to Highguard and he's like, well, go find a metal man for me. Find out what these metal men, and then we gotta go home. We pack,
getting
like,
paid,
see if
right?
we can't capture like an
I
easy
mean,
one
yeah,
on
we're
the
getting
outskirts.
paid.
Yeah, we're getting paid, but
Oh man, we're
capture
getting
one on
paid,
the
but you know what we should
outskirts
do?
and then deliver
We
that to
should
him.
pick some fights because then if we pick fights, we're getting combat pay, right?
Was that part of our new deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should should have totally lit up those little naked guys and been like, "Thanks for the combat."
That might have been,
sir."
yeah.
We should look for some easy ones. I think
Yeah,
they're
let's
all back.
yeah. Look for some hobos to kill.
What?
And we'll get
Oh,
gold.
guys, right there. I was just like, "Oh, dang! I should have just lit him up with my
Yeah.
firebolt." Would have been like, "Boom, firebolt."
Did I make a?
Oh, I could totally throw them some beef jerky as they're bending over to get the beef jerky.
I don't even
Yeah.
have.
Firebolt them.
Nah.
I don't even have.
I feel bad if they're naked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're
Yeah.
Campaign time.
You got
is
sticks, fuck
for
off.
you guys.
like, if you had swords in
They
your
started
gun
on
on us,
first to me.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's
If you're geared, let's do this.
Travel a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like 20. You spent 23 days now to get here
20,
since we started playing.
So we're on the 23rd.
Yeah.
23rd now.
Yeah.
All right.
Or 7B.
I have
7B.
no idea how much rations I
7B.
have.
8B actually.
Because also I have the ability to
Actually 8B.
hunt, right?
Today is 8B.
Today is 8 so May 23rd.
Yeah. So yeah, and hunting is hard here. That's why the dwarves
Yeah,
are so hard.
very, very.
Yeah. Did you want to
You'd be
roll for a couple of
disadvantaged.
days of hunting just while you're traveling?
Yeah, it'd probably be
What?
disadvantage.
What are we
We're
hunting?
terrible at rolls. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
It's
Anything you can
given
find,
me-
kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's right. Everybody's hunting now.
yeah, 2.
19. You were
11.
terrible at hunting. You were
Okay.
supposed to have the skills.
You found one day. You found a rabbit, so 1 day's worth of rations to cut down.
I got 2. I got one.
And go ahead and roll 5 times. Everybody roll 5 times.
And
15?
6.
15's good for a rabbit.
2 days of rabbit.
20.
There you go. You found 2.
There we
Another
go.
You
15.
found 2.
That's the worst
I'm
one.
just gonna roll them all together.
Okay.
19.
All
That's
right.
another one. So
My
that's
lowest
6.
is a 7.
19.
15, 11, 10.
4.
Do you have any
That's
pluses
nasty.
with your survival?
Oh, survival.
And what's the last one?
I had a 19.
18.
So another-
I don't think so.
I got a 4 and
Okay.
then 18. So, those
So
are
it
the
sounds
last
like
two.
8 so far.
So I got a 6, a 14, a 10, and a 9. And then my original number would be 10.
You're plus 1.
Negative 1.
Or you're negative 1.
Yeah.
So only the 14 then. So that's 9 total rations. So you found 9 total days to feed you for the 15 days you actually need. 3 times 5.
Okay.
So you only used 6 more from your supplies. So I guess everybody just mark up 2 from your supplies.
Okay.
Oh, well, she's got them all, I think. I don't
Yeah,
have
I've got
any.
50 as a total.
Oh,
minus
she's got a
6.
bunch.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So hunting along the way. We'll have to remember to do.
Yeah.
Although it's probably easier to do that way every 5 days. Just roll them. Doesn't matter until you run out.
Yeah.
You get to that last one.
Makes it easier. Instead of like
You get to that
breaking the
last one where
pace.
it's
like
Yeah.
this one doesn't get to roll anymore.
No, come on. I rolled 2
What do you want him to
19s.
do?
Come on.
Your
Part of
survival gives you 2. How are you this bad?
I rolled. Excuse me. I rolled 2 19s and a 20. All right, so I did good on the survivals. Shenanigans.
Now though, tracks. Right. That's the
Yes.
interesting.
Yes,
thing.
we're gonna find out what's going
Are we
on.
going? Are we tracking?
Uh-oh.
Alright, cool.
Am I looking for tracks? With my
Yeah, you're
Are
in
we?
track.
with my
My
survival skills, so I
survival
can
is
roll a natural
zero.
1.
Don't do it!
So you can figure out about the tracks.
13.